Greetings, I am Liz.
And I am Scandal.
And
let's play a game together. Woo!
I am loving the quiet space age sort of electric music.
It's
electronic
the new
music.
age, Mannheim Steamroller stuff, having fun with the electronic keyboard, like, whoa. What is it, the symphonic? No. Crap. It's
synthesizer.
There we go.
Synthesizer.
With a synthesizer, like, wow.
It's amazing.
That is creepy. Someone was knocking on my door last night, too. I thought it was just my meds acting up.
Whoa. Hi. And you get Miki going, are you sure it wasn't your meds?
Yeah.
And then Rena going, I thought it was my meds. Did you think that because Miki told you to think that?
Yeah. Actually, that's kind of...
See? That's what the nurse... Yes! Oh my god.
And it's one nurse in specific, because as far as we know, Louisa wouldn't be.
It's true, but it's okay, because Miki represents apparently the entire, section of nurses that are like her, and Louisa represents the entire other section of nurses that are like her.
The other reason, though, this is also kind of preposterous is the sense that you don't have any staff at night.
There really isn't, and it is completely preposterous, as well as the fact that there are no other nurses.
Yeah.
Not even shadow nurses or anything like a shadow doctor. You have 2 nurses in the entire hospital.
And that's it.
And I feel like someone in nursing would laugh their ass off about that.
Yeah, wildly so.
Alright. See, that's what the nurses are telling you. But I think they're trying to keep us away from something.
So, you want to investigate, mister?
At midnight with you, right now, yes.
I thought you'd never...
Oh.
I thought you'd never ask. So you want to investigate, mister? I thought you'd never ask.
There we go. Okay.
But before we do that, I have a question.
What's that? Ask only one. We don't have much...
We don't have much time to investigate this at night.
We don't have much time.
This is
before the nurses come back to their shifts during the day, I guess.
It's because we have a question thing popping up. It's going to be, which question should I ask her?
Okay.
And you can only ask one. So they literally threw it into the dialogue.
That's amazing.
That's hilarious. Yep.
What should I ask her? That's amazing.
Oh my god.
Where should we start investigating? How are we going to catch this ghost? What if something bad happens to us? Honestly, if he just responded with, if she's like, so you want to investigate? And he just responded with, I thought you'd never ask, then the question really should be, where should we start investigating? That would be the question, if you will. So I'm not feeling this at all. And the other things don't really matter because we've never discussed catching a ghost.
Yeah.
And what if something bad happens to us? You're already both in a bad place, my dude.
Yeah.
It's fine. So we're just gonna...
Also, I'd be like, you're already in hospital.
Right? And you're already both, sick or / hurt. You're already both experiencing disability through your afflictions.
Yes.
Yeah. Not that it can't get worse, but, where should we start investigating? Rosewood is huge. And even though it's gigantically huge, there's only 2 nurses and 1 doctor. Hard to know where to
And they all go home at night.
And then we're alone here at night. There are other theoretical patients, though, because we've seen 2 of them.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Hard to know where to begin our search.
Good question.
I assume you know and not me.
We began by heading to the dark side.
I knew you could see spirits. Oh, her shum, whom, whum, 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 whum. Secretly, you are the new Star Wars protagonist. It's fine.
I'm very proud.
All right, dark side.
What?
The dark side? I haven't seen that part of the hospital.
The area of the hospital where they turn off the lights to save electricity.
Because they've all gone home for the night. Oh my god. Are we going into the operating theater?
It's not for people's comfort. It's not for, I'm like...
Well, because all that's over there is, janitorial stuff. And you turn off, the cafeteria at night. What parts of the hospital, I guess the operating theater's off at night because you never have, surgery at night. It's okay.
I'm hurting. It's fine.
It's literally dark. It's not theoretically dark, but it's literally dark.
Definitely not.
A perfect place for a ghost, mister.
Yeah, figuratively dark, this room isn't as good for a ghost. Yeah, you're right.
That's true.
Agreed. Okay. What are we waiting for? Let's go!
Goodbye. Let's just be careful. We don't want the nurses to catch us.
Wait, they're here? Wow, they work the day shift and the night shift? That's even worse than them going home at night. I think.
Yes.
Summoning my courage and adorable tinkling little friendship music.
Oh my god.
I have to hold on.
It sounds like something out of Undertale. I mean, it's not. It doesn't have quite enough Undertale in it.
No,
but
no,
that
it's,
works
it's
pretty
just,
solidly.
it's so friendly and bouncy. I'm like, okay, so summoning my courage. I follow Rena deeper into the hospital. I just roll on after her. Every time we see a nurse, one of the two, we hide. Aye. When the coast is clear, we continue making our way toward the dark side. We are headed towards the dark side, my bro. The further we travel, the darker it becomes because they turn the lights off in a gradient.
I was going to say that's not how lighting. And they got
with the hospital dimmer switches in a perfect ascending, like angle until it gets to completely dark on that side of the hospital.
And it becomes pure and utter and complete darkness because we're clearly underground.
Because they have no windows and there's no lights outside.
Nope, none at all.
Amazing. The darker it becomes.
Now, I've been inside hospitals where really they're so freaking massive, the inner hallways, they don't have windows, so it can be really dark and it's terrifying. But you're supposed to have your emergency lights in there?
I was going to say, I've never been in a hospital hallway or place that doesn't have any lights.
No, I know that, which is what I was saying. But you're supposed to have, which is what they have. Because that's the thing. But the thing is you really do go, whoa, this is really dark if it weren't for the emergency lights.
Right, a lot of it is just really dim.
Yeah.
Dim.
This part of the hospital doesn't have any patients, so they just turn off all the lights, because they're all dead. They have corpses, though.
Those aren't patients, though, right?
Yeah.
I love how they're like, but the exit sign still has light, so you're okay. Because this is still OSHA compliant. And we need to be OSHA compliant. Don't forget the fire extinguisher behind the bun's ears.
Right.
We're good.
Brilliant.
Rena, is it still safe here if there's no patients over here? Because we're patients, and we're over here.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
But
I come here all of the time.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah. Huh? Why, mister?
She gives me a concerned look and starts crying.
Huh?
A concerned look with tears just welling in her eyes. Are you feeling scared? Maybe we can head back. I made you scared, didn't I? I don't want you to get stressed out. It could be bad for your unknown condition, that we don't know about.
No.
Tears.
Mister, I'm not scared.
Honestly, she was fine until you said so. What the shit?
She was. We have terrified her, or we have broken her resolve.
Right.
I am fine, and I will do this. Or I think this is okay. Shouldn't we be scared? I am now instantly, profoundly scared. It has come flooding to the surface.
I feel like there should be like this break and this flash across the screen where it goes, armor break!
Right?
You know?
The sudden like pap, like when something's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
That big flash they do, and then be like, yes, there it is.
There's Rena.
Let's go.
She says, while
Right.
holding back tears, there's no one in this particular hallway but us. Because for some reason, nurses would still patrol the completely dark part of the hospital that no one's in. Because they're more like security guard than medical staff. Hot, sexy security guards.
So clearly we're playing Silent Hill.
Yes.
Cool.
We are all alone.
And she looks fine at the end.
And she stopped crying, it's fine.
Okay.
I don't know what I should feel right now. Just being alone with Rena, like I've been several times. What if there really is a ghost? I mean, I'm not thinking about Rena, I'm thinking about the ghost. Empty wheelchairs and stretchers abound.
Yeah,
Because this
there's
is turned
storage.
into abandoned storage wing of the hospital. But nurses, for some reason, would still walk around down here, according to what we were just describing, I guess.
I suppose.
Honestly, as far as I understand, unless you're in a storage room, those things shouldn't be out in the hallways.
No.
Like, because cluttering the hallways is not helpful at all. And so when people are not using these things, they put them away in useful storage where they can be gotten to if needed, if suddenly you have a massive influx into the hospital, but they're not going to be in the way of using the hallways, such as if you did need to use that fire escape.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes I've seen where, like, patients' rooms, so ones that are basically so far down on the list, because you have a list of certain, basically, patients' rooms that are not in use,
Okay.
right? And they usually always keep those prepared, but in some of the rooms they will store extra gear,
Mm-hmm.
but that's, like, way down the line, so that just in case, if they need to, it's always pretty mild and pretty light, and then they can drag everything out again if they need to fill all that back in.
Right. Abound. The perfect setting for a horror movie. In case you didn't get it. So you know how we complain about them being vague and not telling us exactly what we're experiencing and we can't catch the tone?
Yeah.
He has finally just told us the tone.
Horror movie.
We've got it. Horror movie hospital is where we are right now.
That could mean anything.
It's okay. I wish we brought a flashlight. It's kind of dark. We can't use those light switches behind us. And a flashlight would definitely be less suspicious flashing in the darkness where the nurses can see.
Oh my
Wait.
god, I'm sorry. This is the funniest thing to me.
The light
Because you
switches are-
spent all your time walking through the gradient of lights.
Right.
You also were warned that this is super fucking dark, and then going,
It's dark.
I'm
you know
so
it's
not sympathetic.
dark
I'm like, screw this.
On the dark side of the hospital? In the dark?
I wish we'd run a flashlight. Fucking really?
Well-
But again, you have to have emergency lights that have basically little indicator lights that show where they are, so you can see if you need to turn them on or if you need to fix them, or like if they're like, it depends on your type of light. But
And
you always
again,
can find them.
We could clearly see a bank of light switches right behind us.
Now that doesn't mean that they're easy to see by, but come on.
But also,
Huh.
like, if you're wishing for a flashlight's going to be way more conspicuous than just noticing that someone's turned a light down
Yeah.
the hallway. If you're a nurse and you're busy doing something, a light in an area where there's not usually light isn't necessarily going to be an indication of a problem, so much as someone might be getting some equipment down there.
Right.
If there's a flashlight down there, that's unusual as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
We're too far to go back, mister.
we can't leave the darkness after we enter it? I didn't know that was a condition of this adventure.
Yeah, it's called sticky darkness for a reason.
You didn't say sticky darkness the first time.
But that's a characteristic of all darkness ever. It's just immediately there and it's stuck on you until you manage to get out. But if you're scared, you can go back. I can take care
Oh my god. We're
I
too
can
far.
take care of myself.
And I assume she's saying basically we're too far into this investigation that's gone on for 5 minutes
I
to be able to go
suppose.
back now.
Oh,
we're too
Lordy.
far into looking for the ghost to be able to turn back now. But you can leave me and I'll keep looking.
Yeet, goodbye, mister.
Me? Leave you? Of course not. Okay, yeet, goodbye, mister. So recently I was scrolling on Tumblr and I ran into this company that does custom D20, 20-sided die
Oh
for
god,
role
yeah.
playing, and the 20 just said yeet.
Yeah.
It was so good. So you roll it, and yeet is one of your options where you just, the problem goes away. It
Uh-huh.
was pretty cute.
It was funny.
I loved it. I was
My
very a
favorite
fan.
thing though was also looking at that and going, ah yes, it too, like other items that have gone memes, let's stick them on things, will eventually fade into obscurity.
Will be weirdly outdated and confusing once that word is not a thing.
Yep.
Yep, pretty
That'll be
much.
fine.
All right. Of course not. I'll stay here with you.
With you.
I'm not going any further, but I'll stay here with you. Oh,
That's great. Let's.
I said I would stay here. Here.
Let's.
Clank. I heard terror. Yeah, that's the terror face that we had her in for like a whole episode in reference to trying to feel her up
Yeah, that was
and
weird.
murder her.
It's fine.
It was super weird. And if you're here and you haven't seen that episode, well, you know.
You've missed out.
You have missed a thing.
Aha!
A
You should go look
loud
it up.
sound came from the other end of the corridor. Like, right behind us, I guess. Do we?
We need to hide. Hurry, mister, please. Mister, hide.
The person with the music swings in with their keyboard. Dun, 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 dun.
No,
dun.
they're like, excuse me, rolling grand piano down.
Uh-huh.
They've been following us. They finally caught up to us. Plunk, thunk, and that was the clunky noise. Toot, toot.
The clunky noises that are opening the top of the piano. I
Uh-huh.
love that. That makes me so happy. And then they're like, the music is there. Hide, but why? Oh, this is so much louder than the other music.
Holy crap! It's
Like,
super
whoa.
noisy.
I thought we want to see that ghost.
What?
Your tense is a little off, my mister.
I thought we wanted.
Yes.
What if the ghost sees us? It might disappear.
Okay. Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, honey.
Clank, clank.
The person. Oh, I'm sorry. That was them this time.
I was like, oh, that
But
one
the
was the
piano.
ghost.
That
I
was
got
the
this.
ghost.
The sound is getting nearer and nearer.
It's banging down the hall.
I know,
Oh my
right?
God!
With clanking like a metal sound. It's Scrooge's friend of the chains. It's fine.
Oh, Jacob Marley.
Yeah, it's
I
Miss
keep
Jacob
brain-
Marley.
Bob Marley?
Jacob. The air
Too many blunts.
is suddenly cold. Suddenly. Where do we hide? If they wanted to scare us, honestly, if they wanted to throw in a moment of scariness, if they just had like the edges of the screen frost over just for this part of the game and nowhere else,
Honestly,
it'd be
okay.
so creepy.
So the thing that I'm disappointed by is they're like, we don't have creepy music. I was like, great, then use complete silence.
Right?
Like you could have thunk, and then you just keep having the thunk thunk.
And nothing else.
Yeah, and that would work great.
See all these doorways around us? Where do we hide?
have less music, more ambient noise, basically.
That would be a good one.
Yeah,
That would be a
like,
good one. Holy crap, you're loud.
It is really loud.
It's really loud on this side, like, pardon. Rena looks around. Her pigtails go flying as she shakes her head back and forth.
In the janitor's closet, quickly, where no one will be able to find us.
The unused janitor's closet, because this is the part of the hospital that's not used.
Yeah.
Right. You and me in the janitor's closet,
I would rather die.
watching for a ghost. Through the door?
Question mark?
Around the door. Under the door.
Oh, you're not even. Oh, you are personally not even thinking of the fact they're going. No, but we'll be in an enclosed space together.
Which I thought of that, which is what the
Alone.
long pause was for. Of you and me in a closet, and then I'm going, how will we see the ghost if it's you and me smashed up against each other in a closet? Thinking about being alone in a closet. How will we ever see them?
Alone in a closet.
In a closet. We need to hide. Okay.
Ah.
Isn't it stuffy in there? Which is my primary concern when ghost hunting.
Oh my god.
And there's probably not enough space inside, which means you'll have to sit on my lap on the wheelchair.
Mr. deserves to die in a horror movie, I gotta say.
We do not have much time. What do we do now?
I guess we choose one of the other doors, but we can't seem to. What should I do? Hide in the janitor's closet with Rena for apparently romantic times, or face our fears?
I feel like you'd go with hide in the janitor's closet because there's still more emphasis on that's the most effective way to get away from the ghost.
But he doesn't want to get away from the ghost. He wants to see it. Rena's like, the only way to see it, I guess, is to get away from it.
So it doesn't go away. Yeah, she's worried about it seeing you guys and then just appearing for, like, as soon as, it notices you.
Uh-huh. But he also seems like the option being labeled as face our fears suggests that hide in the janitor closet doesn't actually mean let's try not to make the ghost disappear.
Right.
It suggests I'm scared, I don't want to do this. Because labeling it like face
No,
our
no.
fears, like,
I
do
getcha.
you feel me? Okay.
No. I am, that's why I was like, but what?
Yeah. Also going,
So this
okay.
is one of the reasons why I find premium options in games sometimes now that I've seen them more and more to go be like, these are really fucking frustrating because they don't necessarily go well with the story because you're suddenly putting on a ton of emphasis and weight on this, and like we've seen, for example, with the Arcana a couple of times where I was like, that wasn't what I would determine to be worth a premium buy at all because it's just random side information that doesn't necessarily add a lot. And sure, I guess you could make the argument if you're really invested in the characters and the story, anything is good, but again, it's based off that capitalistic model, so you're picking and choosing stuff arbitrarily, really, like based off of, well, what can we lock behind here? And then it will always be worth it to somebody.
Or we can make it seem worth it and you've already bought it if it's not.
Right?
Kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like since this was Mister's idea,
Yeah, he would stay out.
he really wants to see the ghost. If it's face our fears rather than, well, let's see if it doesn't disappear.
Right.
Kind of thing.
Yeah,
that I think we should face our fears.
Yeah,
Because he really was like, last time he didn't face it because we didn't answer the door and he got upset about it.
Yeah.
So I think this time he would be face our fears.
Sure, face our fears, why not?
And part of me is just like, I get where you're going with the janitor's closet thing and you could have some, feely time with Rena, but I'm just like, I don't feel like that's going to focus on the ghost, so do I care about the plot or not?
Right.
Like, that's the sort of thing that bothers me about premium scenes of going, so many of them are, here is the plot! The premium scene is completely separate from the plot, but affects the time, basically, experience of the plot.
There's also the thing, though, too. So, it's interesting to actually look at this and go, you can really tell basically what our interest is and what our focus is in regards to basically character and plot versus romantic fun happy times.
Like, romantic
Because-
fun happy times only mean anything to me if they fit in with the plot that you're writing, or if you don't have a plot you're writing.
Well,
We just gestured into each other.
we'll say whack. Well, I was gonna say, and that's one of the things that's also really interesting to like sort of look at as well, of going like, what is your focus going into this game? Well, what I wanted to do when I came into this game was focus on being romantic and having fun, and I was already attracted or interested to the archetypes or the ideas that you put in front of me.
Or
now,
the-
if you
the
don't have any
visual
of that,
design.
then your focus is going to be obviously radically different and go, okay, well, I'm trying to understand the story. I want you to basically sell the characters to me. So this is one of those things where we've talked about, for example, in reference to what is considered to be what we use as the heteronormative fandom. You just go, oh, this is the expectation. I'm in a romance game. I'm here for romance. Going, well, what do you do if you're not here for romance? Then I'm expecting basically to be like enthralled by the romance, right? Because you said this is a romance game. Why wouldn't there be romance? You'd sell me on the romance. But the game immediately likes to assume, and a lot of these games do based off what I'm seeing,
That you're already invested.
that you're coming into this horny and hot and ready to go for it. And it's like, but if you're not, then the story doesn't work.
Romance me. I, the player, assume I am not easy and romance me.
Yes,
All right, so in the next one, we're going to face our fears, my bro.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you very much, guys, though, for joining us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos. Please feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or Patreon. Got some links in the description down below. And I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies. And it was great playing with you. Bye!